What's up, Maji?
So Razzle, man, how much RAM you got on your laptop? What is RAM? Sitting on
You
that
know we talk
damn
to
RAM,
live.
random access.
Shut them up with your tongue action.
Don't even spell
I'll
sentences.
come on, girl.
Last time I did this, I messed up. I did like a 2-hour thing with no sound.
That's hilarious.
Thought I'd maybe use that for music videos, you know, content for that, so it's visual. So this is another date, a redo date. I'm showing off here. A few days later. And we got some medicine here. I also got some medical syrup. So like in Colorado, you go into the store, you say what you want, first you go into the store, you show your ID, they check it, they pull you up on the computer, they put you on the wait list, they call you in the back room, and then you're looking through stuff, kind of through glass, they pull stuff from the wall, like I need this, and they put it down and you smell it. I'm not really sure what the smell is supposed to be doing, but it does smell right. It smells nice. And they had THC syrup, so I decided to try that. And since I renewed my, holy shit, I feel like I got so much shit coming around me. Since let me put on some regular tunes. Let me charge my shit because it's not. What's up, pussycat? So this is a watermelon. I'm gonna put on some instrumentals or something because it's just too wild for me now. Too crazy, man. Got that, then I got chat. Until I get situated here. This is a watermelon THC syrup, and they said to do a capful, but I haven't really been doing that. This is our second date, but really your first date, this is my second date, so I got one up on you. Cheers. And it is syrupy. I'd say it's like maple syrup, but not that thick. Let me put a little bit here so you see. Oh shit. You see that? I have a license for all this. So, disclaimer. If you do not have a license for this, like you do driving a car, I would not operate it in any way. So, you know, if if you want to participate, you have to go through the proper things. But since I'm legal and my paperwork is legit, I'm gonna share it with you. You know, like y'all do with your cars, with your hot rods, with your big foreheads. Can I share in the game, bro? Oh, I can? I can share. That's what you're saying, right? I can share. I can share? Because I got a license. Do you need to see my license to partake in legal activities? I was just curious. Because for a moment there, you had me triggered. But no worries, bro. So, when you do get a license for properly ingesting basically heroin, this is on the same list as heroin, so if you're under the age of like 90, I suggest you disconnect from me instantly, because you don't know what I'm talking about. Hell no. You ain't dumb. That's not what I'm saying. You ain't stupid. So this date's probably gonna be a few hours long. If I remember back to a few days ago when we did this, it was about 2 hours and we did for 2 janks. That's how long it took us to smoke 2 of these, about 2 hours. So that's my goal for today, is to redo all the live, well, this is 1 of 4. I messed up 4 live streams in the last month. So if anyone's stupid, I am. I'm dumb AF, not you. You ain't gotta participate in my conversation, bro. Cause in my book, you're a straight winner. And you know, therefore, if you are a winner and you got all of your papers and documents, then I suggest we have a date together, no homo. Knowing that this is the 4th time, I may be repeating myself, I may not, because I don't know what I've said. And all the important stuff I know I've said it twice already. And y'all haven't heard it once. Merry Christmas, y'all. Hope y'all are having a good time jerking each other off. You know, I don't partake in any of those AIDS conversations. I'm back here just smoking my joint. Looking for a relaxing time with y'all. And if you want to see how I did in the studio, there's some videos below that I highly suggest you take a look at so you can get caught up in our group conversation here. You know, I need you to look smart. I need you to not be one of those people. And if you are one of those people, well, there's the door. We're gonna go through today without swearing. So the only thing you gotta be careful about when you're walking around with your 25 kids is just don't show them what I'm doing, because chances are, where you're from, this is highly illegal and frowned upon. Your mommy and daddy would be very disappointed if they knew you were following such a famous person as myself. And yeah, I'm probably more famous than you. I have accomplished more than you, most likely. I have 28 albums out. My musical contract is 300 albums, 50 tracks each album. Every 7th album is a freestyle one. I have 28 out there, but in here, I'll show you where I have more. I just haven't done the paperwork to make them legally legit, but they are mine. So we're actually probably up to 40. On twitter.com/CWSPOD, there is a URL. There's a few URLs that head to my online backup account. I use mega.nz as my online backup account for all my work and stuff. So if there's a tornado or anything, if there's the mountain slid over and slid right over me, because I'm looking at mountains right there through the window, then I'd have an off-site backup. And I share the live folders that I do. So that's it. And if you are looking, on twitter.com/CWSPOD, if you're looking for those, these are called masters because they're in WAV. And I give you the option to download and listen. This is all the pre-work stuff. If you're looking for the masters, those are like full 1-day audio waves, split up probably, and they own files. So if you're looking for my acapellas, they'd be in track 1s or mics. And then if you're looking for my work folders, if you scroll down on my Twitter, you'll see it's like 500 gigabytes. So, and in there you'll see when you open it, and you click on that link, it'll take you to a page, and it says, do you want to open this in the app or do you want to open this online? I suggest you get the app because it's easier, and a lot of these files are over what the web page can do, and plus you can play these right from the app. It's free, don't cost you anything. And this is just, if I found it to be the best deal. I had 21 terabytes stored on there, and my bill was only $56. Not too bad. So if you're looking for some online space, you can hook it up to your free NAS or True NAS. You can hook it up, get a business account, and then they do increments of like 3 terabytes. Even though it says like 3 users, you're only gonna have 1 user, but your monthly price will just change. So anyway, that's where you can find my work and other stuff, previous albums, future albums, rough drafts. A lot of you won't understand how that is going because you don't do the line of work I do. But I promise you guys a few albums before the year is over, and there it is. They ain't complete, damn near complete. If you're looking for complete albums, then in there, click on, go to the my works masters, and then find finished CDs, and then finished freestyle. There should be a few folders there, but it's the top one. And then inside there you'll find the next 7 freestyle albums that I haven't finalized yet, but they're there. And if you're looking for some newer stuff, then check out the combined folder. That's right there on the same page where the freestyle, like finished freestyles. So there you could see what is after those albums. I am a music producer, and you may hear some of my new beats, but I don't have them up there really for y'all to rip off from me, but everything else is there. What we got is indica. So this is our first date. Cheers. This is my second date. I've been there, done it. It's okay, I'll walk you through. So like you're right there sitting, chilling with me, bro. Woman. If you don't mind, I'm gonna turn up chat just a bit. You might hear him in the background. I just want to listen while we smoke. It's nice. This is indica. Let me explain to you which one this is. This is Mac Stomper. This one is here. I believe this one is WEPA. WEPA. Number 11. And then we're also going to sip on this throughout the day. I haven't just sipped on this. Talking about T1s and T3 internet connections. I got gigabit, bro. That's like 700 T1s. Or like T3's 45 gigabit. So I'd have a like 17 T3s to my house, bro. Damn. All in homes. You're watching me from wireless HDMI. That shit ballin', bro. Y'all still using cables? Still using grandma's technology, homie? How does it feel to be back in time with Marty McFly? So yeah, I'm in Wakanda. It's a website that offers like free television, but everyone in the room is an actor, so you can partake in the actingism, but usually I'm just observing it from a distance, and because I'm just one of those guys. Like I go to a bar, I ain't gonna go there to meet people. I'm going there to watch and probably tinker on my iPad from a corner, making y'all suspicious AF. Like how come he ain't talking? I don't need to talk. You know what? Just be thankful I'm here. Yeah, it'll probably take us 2 hours to smoke. Because you see how slow this is going? And if you don't smoke it, it goes out. So I am not an endorser, but if you're looking for slow burning, check out Raw. This protects your product from being overused, from burning. So this past week I've in a lot of pain. 2 weeks. And today and yesterday, it's starting to feel back to normal. So, in case you don't know, I had back surgery in 2010. That's when it started. It started 4 years before that, in like 2007. I picked up a television, carried it up a flight of stairs. It was a big TV, like 55-inch plasma. They're heavy. Usually need 2 people to pick them up. But I was weightlifting, I was doing all of that. So I felt big man could do it. I did it successfully. I put down the TV and I sat down, like just how I'm doing on the edge. And then all of a sudden I could feel my back like compress on itself, like the muscles. And then that's how I broke my back. Did it to myself. Jesus loves me. So then I waited a few years and I moved out here to Colorado. To a like hotel / apartment that had a heated indoor pool that I thought would be therapeutic to get myself like water therapy, and that didn't work. So I ended up having to go through surgery up in Denver, and they put in a spacer. They did a bunch of tests. They said, okay, we're gonna put in a spacer to lift you up, and then they put 2 screws on at the top and 2 screws at the bottom. Forget what album cover it was, but you could see the x-rays. Could have been 14, maybe 21. One of those 2 albums, if you look it up online. My 14th album and my 21st album. Both of those are freestyles, but on the cover of it, you could see some x-rays. And there you could see the spacer x-ray. And then you could see the claw x-ray. So then I was trying to heal after that first year. About a month after I had the first surgery in 2000, oh man, the dates are starting to get fuzzy. I want to say 2010, but that's when I moved here to Colorado. So probably like 2011 in April or November. November could have been when I had the first one. For a few weeks, it was going good. I chilled for a few weeks. And then I sat and did a freestyle session. I turned, because at that time I had like an Ottoman chair where you like sat back, and somehow I had the mic here between my legs so I could be comfortable, and then anyway, as I was trying to get out of the chair of that one, because I had to lift up a leg and then twist kind of, I felt something happen. I felt like I was just there, and then I felt myself slide, and then all that pain came back. So that was a bummer. I don't know what happened. No one could tell me what happened there, but I looked down and I could kind of see myself sideways. I'm like, well, how am I gonna prove this? I go to the hospital eventually. I don't know when it was, but I was like, yeah, I had hard work put in me, and now I look down and I'm kind of crooked. And they're looking at it like, huh, you look fine. Homeboy, you look fine. There should be no reason you're in pain because you look okay, bro. So that's when the robbing of faith and enthusiasm and happiness in life started being leaking away by idiots who call themselves doctors, who got 25 patients outside and need me to go as soon as possible. Does it look like I'm bleeding from the neck? No. Good. Go home. And that's kind of the service you get here. They don't say that, but at the end of the day, if you're doing that, that's what they're doing, right? You got 900 patients outside that they need to see because everyone believes in hypochondriacism, and everyone is, cut their finger on a piece of paper and now they're at the ER, bro, looking for medical help because they're too stupid. And that's the American society for you. So at the end of the day, there's really no doctors that's gonna stay after work to see what's really happening with me. So a few years, I think a year and a half goes on or so, one full year passed, and then April comes by. They decide to put in a claw because from the x-rays you could see that the screws weren't healed all the way. I was taking meloxicam at the time, which is an anti-inflammatory medication. So from my understanding, when they put in the screws, they also put in like gel or something that's supposed to help it be strong and heal, and worked with the bone healing process. Well, the medication I was on took it out. So the medication saw that as inflammation. So however, it took it out. So me not following orders, again, I did it to myself by taking medication that made me feel better at the end of the day, actually crippled my future. So they can't really unscrew it and take it apart. They decided to put in a stabilizing claw. And again, you can see that on the 14th or 21st album cover. I think it could be number 14. I don't remember. Maybe it's 21. I don't know. But one of those, you can find it on iTunes or like Amazon. You can find it on everywhere, basically. If you want to look up this album cover, it's everywhere. So it's not like I gotta tell you to go a place. It's on Spotify, it's on Apple Music, it's on Deezer, it's on KKBox. It's everywhere, man. So I get 90% of all of 1 cent an hour of listening, basically. So it's pretty pathetic, but hey, I make 90% anyway. And some months are good, some months are not, but I mostly make like instrumentals, and I don't mind it because I have enough freestyles. We still want to make more. I just like the practice of it. I like getting in that mental mode. It's not about, ooh, look what I can do. It's like, wow, I can do this, right? It's a talk like, wow, Mir, I can do that. I don't want to quit if I could do that, because it made me feel wonderful. So that's why I am trying to continue to do it. It makes me feel great. So they put in this claw, and I don't know, I stopped complaining for a bit, and it's what they want. And then in 2019, I had it taken out. So that was like 3 years, but in those 3 years, I had RF ablations, a lot of them, like over 30. Like 30 different times going there, and each time they can like burn 3 or whatever. So there's a scar tissue in there now, and then so there's a bunch of damage in that area, and the pain was always just in one spot, like it's just there. Like I could point to it right. And if you point to a spot, a doctor should be able to help you. Like, here it is. Like, I could still point to it, but now we got other issues, and I'm getting there. So, it started out with just like a hot spot. You could just like the size of a marble area that hurts constantly. It was constant pain, and it was just getting to me. Like I couldn't do my work. I couldn't like focus or do long things. And back then, I could still be on my feet as long as I want. It's different from nowadays because I've traded that for more. So you can probably see it in my live videos. I released all my video masters as well. And there's one video I did like a few weeks after surgery. It could be on my YouTube page now. It could be on CWSPOD Archives, at CWSPOD Archives. And I think I'm wearing this coat and I'm showing you all that. I think so. I think it should be on YouTube already. And that's the full 45-minute cut. And I think that's when they took it out. And I traded the sliver pain. You know how you get a sliver in your finger and how ungodly and painful that is? It's hard to ignore a sliver. It's hard to smile for pictures and be real happy in society. I mean, you are happy inside, but at the moment you suck because you got this sliver inside your finger and you just can't get it out. You go to every doctor, you just can't get it out, or you're running outside and you trip and fall and you get a sliver in your kneecap, you know, and no matter how hard they try, they can't get the sliver out, so the sliver is always there. That's how I felt. And then I started reading the MRIs. Like I started, like, okay, I want to understand what's going on here with myself. So I started to learn how to read MRIs. I even have the MRI, the latest one, on my Twitter page. If you click on media, the tab, it'll be there somewhere. And then I just sat there and watched those loops because they take it in like 5 slices or something, and I just loop the slices and I'm just watching it. And then on the side, I'm watching some doctors talk about how you read it. And when I first was looking at an MRI, like I didn't know what I was looking at. Am I looking at the top? Am I looking at the bottom? Like, what the hell is this? Now I look at it and it's natural. Like, yep, I see what I see. Alright, so that video on YouTube that I just explained about, I think was the one where they took out the hardware, and now this video is like 4 years later or so. They're still complaining about the shit. They're still complaining about my condition. Not complaining, explaining. So after they took that out, every time I stood, I felt pins and needles. So that was helping, but it was causing the sliver feeling. I no longer had the sliver feeling, which is wonderful. I traded that pain for compression pain. That's why when I sit here, I stand forward or lean forward, and I'm putting some of the weight on my upper half of the body to my knees, so I'm not carrying it. So from here to my waist, or the waist above, needs support. I have braces, back braces and all that, and that's wonderful. I don't use it that much because it doesn't, it mostly helps me with my posture, so I'm straight, so my back doesn't, so that thing works great for that. Probably should be wearing it, and it does help. Like, I don't complain as pain, let me get it. I don't complain as pain as quick was like this. This one came from my last doctor. The first doctor didn't believe in these because he was like, he didn't want me to depend on it. So he was that kind of a doctor. He really believed in self-discipline and stuff. So this is, as you can see, yeah, it props me up just a bit. And so this one probably does help just a bit to relieve some of that pressure and bring it, I don't know, to my fatness right here. Cause yeah, I got bad posture probably. Yeah, bro, I'm hungry. So yeah, I'll wear this. When I travel, I'll wear it. Ouch. So let me finish my story here, and then you can tell me yours. Apologize, it's taking so long. I'm just trying to go quick as possible and explain myself here. So now I'm married. I'm married again, and standing on my feet and feeling pain every time I do, or even sitting for that matter, because it's all of that pressure now, gravity just pulling me down, and so it hurts. So I am I'd say a huge part of why my marriage failed, the second one. It was still out of my control a bit, but I mean, if I could get out of bed and not act like, I'm paralyzed, it would have helped. Me wanting to do stuff, me wanting to go to church with her, just me wanting to do stuff. Like I couldn't do anything. I didn't want to do stuff, and even like today, it's still a chore. It's like, okay, I'm gonna get out of bed. I don't know what I'm doing. And now we're here. We're redoing this. I had in my back mind, like, we need to redo that one because we messed it up. But here I am, I know that eventually I gotta finish wiring all this studio stuff up. But it's on the to-do list, bro. Whenever I get there is the answer. So anyway, that's how my life turned out after that. And even in the studio, I'm not here very much. I started having a lot of studio changes. Like I started moving stuff around. And it's weird, at that point, I started doing that. Isn't it? Because I think I had that studio downstairs in the same place for a while. I was building it up. It was getting small and tight. But I think that's when I started, not feeling comfortable with where I'm at in life. Probably the title of the book. Homie doesn't feel comfortable anymore. Homie can't find comfortability. What absence of comfortability looks like. There's so many titles there for a book. Homie had everything going for him, and then the absence of feeling comfortable within his own body killed it. But he still got the spirit. It's sad to watch because homie is struggling so hard to make it up the steps, but gravity and his inner workings is keeping him back. We're cheering from him from the other side. Come on, Justin, you could do it. And he appreciates. So yeah, that's what I feel like, man. And that's probably what the back of the book would read. You know, you flip it around and see what you.
Trying to kill you.
So like, y'all can't help me. It started out with just, ow, you know, what's this constant pain doing here? Ow. Owie, I got an owie right here that won't go away. To now having annular tears. To now having an autoimmune, like flare-ups. I've developed a smoke allergy on top of damaged the lungs because I was trying to find relief and all I could find was the improper ways to smoke wax. I got the glass too hot and then I would inhale it. And then I was careless, not using a filter, so I sucked in a bud. And then this is the first date. Do you want this or what? My dick was usually the thing keeping us together. But, you know, when the struggle started happening, and I couldn't show my appreciation the private way, then it went downhill. So maybe I do have a crappy mindset, but the delivery made up for it. And I think that's always been the case. They kind of let me be, sure, but they never had the service. And that's something I've always been proud about. But I don't feel like flipping on the lights anymore. Yeah, I could change a light bulb or two. But all the added pain. It's like I'm satisfied with the amount of light bulbs I changed. Certainly. I was one hell of a handyman, bro. And everyone, including her girlfriends, knew it. Then that's kind of how they saw me, but I never went past it. And that was the lifestyle I was living. Like, yo, I'm doing podcasts with the shit. And, yo, I'm married to a cutie. You know, her friends are kind of jealous. And then here we are, smoking joints. Not looking for a date, but we'll call this a date because I'm opening up to you. But yeah, that's what ruined me. Is I did it to myself. I have no one to blame, man. I have no one to blame for my absence. It's my fault. And the true people who know me didn't know me with any of the surgeries I've had, 40 plus surgeries may change a homie. 40 surgeries, 28 albums, they ain't know me before. I had my self-confidence fixed. And I think that's the hardest part is I'm a stranger. I'm a stranger. And the daily routine of my pain management is not scary to me. I'm openly talking about this. I I sometimes brag about that I take morphine. And that is a trigger that I don't know how to explain. That yeah, I am that dude. You know, I can refrain from talking to myself about this, but please don't call 911 and be scared because you think I'm gonna do it. You think I come all that way to show my appreciation with a bottle of drugs. Like you think I'm gonna just take it all the way there. And so I feel animosity. I feel this weird negative energy. And I feel that my words have triggered many people I care about. So I walked away as if I died. It's easier as a writer. I'm not talking about you. It's easier as a writer to not talk about people. Me wanting to be outside the box and talk about sexual content, even though that's not the life I live, is hard for your friends, especially if they listen to it. It's hard for people who know you. Again, if they listen to it, it will not jive. And if they're one of those people, God forbid, I hope you understand. But God forbid, if it's one of those people who believe in everything other people say, take them at face value, and like, well, they forget that I'm an actor. They forget I'm continually writing fictional draft books, like movies, audiobook movies. And it's easier to do this alone than with people you care about, because I don't want to hurt them. If all I'm gonna be is the dude that takes drugs, if I'm gonna be the person that is a temptation for them, if I can't be myself and am afraid that our friendship will get in the way, then for me it's much easier to see my life as a job. My music career was 300 albums. That's really the only thing that keeps me going. If I didn't have that, I would have no reason to fight through this level 9 pain. Bad. And I don't want to sit here and boast like this is a contest. When I'm around people, I do my best to ignore the whole situation and just be Fonzie about the whole thing. You might see it on my face. That's the only way how I will express it, is what I'm feeling through my face. And if you're one of those people that are looking for some type of response through my face, then the answer is distorted, because I'm not good like that. I'm thinking about the question later. I'm trying to answer it 500 different ways in my head, so it doesn't come back to bite my ass. So while you're waiting, if you're reading my face, I might do, and you'll get the wrong idea. But to me, it's like, okay, I should say, okay, well, just give me some time to think about it. But I don't. I just sit there and freeze. And then you're getting, triggered looking at my response. So yeah, I rather look at life as a business deal. It's much easier. I'll leave all that friends and love to y'all. I could be Big Daddy Justin, but I ain't living in a fantasy, man. Nor am I trying to. Like, I understand my job. Okay, I can come up here and say P&D songs all day and go to bed feeling fine. Yeah, I'm allowed that access. I'm allowed to achieve such high goals where y'all are afraid to speak on because the reinforcement of changing the next speech isn't there. So I'm able to reach higher heights as long as I stay in between the lines. I believe words are words, and I've been openly about this. But again, how can we be friends when I'm on a talk radio talking like I do sometimes? It's gonna F with your head. And that's what it did the last marriage, man. It screwed with her head. So I think it's still pretty cool if I could make your friends jealous. But my back's gotta be fixed first. So, unless you're a surgeon who gives a damn and knows people, and knows Dr. Duke in Florida and can get me a discount, then this is gonna be the way it is. Unless a big director was to come by and use one of my tunes in his movies so I can collect my 90% royalties on my .001 cut, then, I'm waiting for God to do his duty. I'm waiting for him to push the answer in big man's face. So, then I could easily be like, yo, Doc, yeah, I'm coming down to the 40 G's, Holmes, straight up. And then boom, by Monday, I'll be leaning back, watching cartoons, giving y'all an update, saying, yeah, yo, I'm giving y'all hope again, please don't run away. I know, you ain't gonna hear one of those. You're gonna be hearing, yo, bros, we did it, I'm back. He-Man, got big things planned. You see the studio, overall, my voice is lower, talking, one hell of a deal to you. And fuck yeah. So unless you're a doctor with 40 G's, because I had a huge support, but they think I like to be in pain because I keep on effing up the recovery process. It's not they can't fix me, it's that I'm feeling too damn good. I want to go do shit, and that's how I end up breaking myself. Straight up from the first time, second time, bending down, and then I got my annual tears. I don't want my place to be messy. I bend it down, and then I had an annular tear. I need to change the water filter in my 104 degree Intex hot tub. on the brick over plywood invention platform. And then, I had another annular tear. Oh, let me clean my cat because I'm a good cat. Let me clean their litter box and picking up that heavy shit. Another annular tear. That has nothing to do with this is a different animal that we have to tame. Just like the constant pain. Oh, now we have this, and that's a different animal because then you're working like with tissue. You're working with something that ain't it's just different. So I gotta try my phone. So me wanting to be King Kong and release 300 albums. I mean that keeps me going. But let's be real here, Justin. How is King Kong gonna save all the villains in the jungle when King Kong got back issues? How is King Kong gonna impress all the ladies when he walking in expressing how horribly he feels about himself after the first day? My chat, be staring at it and just the motivation it brings me when I see a fast moving room off to the side. This is my desk out here. Pretty dope, eh? See, I even tried one of these chairs, man. It's not like I haven't been trying. You can see I've been trying. And so it's just easier to get electric doorknobs to let Walmart delivery in. Just easier now, than to actually go there. It's easier to do phone calls. I hate phone calls. It gives me anxiety. So even this life, just like my pain, it's not a competition. But I intimidate people, So here's the range of emotions that usually happens. Person meets me, thinks I'm a loser. He may say, crack a couple jokes about whatever. And then now person wants to see who this mother effing loser is, and he does a Google search, and he finds out who the F. And now they're intimidated by me because they heard me say they bad jokes. They finally saw my jewelry. And they finally saw my podcast, me talking shit about them. And, in a subliminal way. I'd be taking out all names because every character is fictional. I'm never talking about anyone. You know, this story just appeared to me, and I thought I have the option to report on it, so I was like, well, okay, I'm gonna report on it, but just not give you credit, because I care about your future, and I'm not here to expose, you know, people who try. You know, you can't be hard on people who are trying to make an effort, you know, trying to make an impression. So it becomes intimidation, and then it becomes like guilt, because they know they've been caught, and they know I ain't the kind of dude that they should be like, you know, so I get that impression. So it's much easier not, you know, exercise your right. You should remain silent around me. So as you could see, you know, it was hard on someone who wanted to take me serious in life. And I has already been doing my career as such, you know, as bullheaded, you know, well, you're gonna hear it in my next podcast type of thing. Like, I ain't gonna talk to your face about it, cause, yo, I got a broken back, bro. Really? You gonna hit someone with a broken back? Nah, I'm not. But in person, I'm not that scary. So I think that's how I got away with it. Like, that's all it is, and like people know, like, you know. And I swear I probably caused PTSD in people's lives. So, you know, my craft has just gotten better to, you know, no one knows that I'm speaking of anyone except you. And me as a speaker, I believe I speak my speeches like that. And I think that's how I beat them. I win. I think that's how I walk out a winner. And I mean, you know, it unless they know how to control me, you know, they afraid, man. They know that I know. And but it's still the unknown of, is it? What album are you referring to? And I will listen to it and I will act accordingly. Is the issue at hand. Because I've done so many movies, but not enough personal interactions, like signing with the fans. Like, I'm just too good. I walk from the studio to my crib and I smoke up joints until the next shoot. There's no interaction there. I've never felt like there had to be, yo, can I suck your D too? Because I'm really just turned on by teats and the female voice, vocal box. I've been in this room. I've been watching Wakanda television from Pal Talk, and this is like a live TV. You know, you can make it what you want. It's for the Imaginator's dream, and then you can respond to the characters and actors playing their parts. Some of them are consistent in their jobs here at the Pal Talk television studios. But if you go into the Wakanda episodes, you know, some episodes I like to hear, some episodes I don't. You know, most of them be having their own epis. And, you know, there's some times that I like to watch the chat I like to listen to them. But you'll go in there and ask them, how often does Justin, CWSPOD, talk vocally in here? How often does he participate in chatting? How about webcam, but no talking? Because I know I'm a monster, man. And I want to cut myself off before we get the wrong idea. I know that I will mess with your head so much that it's not good for anyone. Like, I'm an artist. I write audiobooks. I write fiction audiobooks. And it's what I'm currently doing as a career. What are you doing as a career? But yeah, I just want to do my career in private. I don't feel like I need your approval on anything, and thank God for green screens, thank God for technologies, thank God for fiber internet, thank God I'm single, divorced, alone, thank God I have learned and been saving up to do what I've always wanted to do, thank God. Have you thanked him for the things he's given you? I could go down many different roads, but I'm glad the roads that have got me here, because I'm living a minimal life. That's beautiful. I'm talking my SHIT behind the cam, but usually that's all that goes. Tomorrow I ain't remember any of this. So I'm using the short-term memory that my pain management suggested, you know. I'd rather not remember how I feel yesterday because, oh, it's so amazing, man. Top notch, laying there with ice on your back. Damn, I gotta take a whiz. You feel it in your back and it's as cold as the ice cube. Oh, I wish there was a camera there. Should have been wearing my head cam. Finally, we did it. Finally catch the realness of Justin. Because you so need to see how this is not a competition. But like, what the F is going on here? We know what's going on, right? It's the spine. Needles. It's on needles now. And annular tears from just a little marble size owie all the time. It was an owie all the time though. But now we have this, bro. And I am one hell of a rider. You know, I have given access to places that you are not allowed to go. You yourself have set limits, like, no, we can't do that. Yeah, we could maybe smoke a joint, Justin. Yeah, we could chill and listen to your music, Justin. Yeah. But there are places where you will not put yourself in, and I applaud you. So that's awesome. So you become a G. Let's become a rock star. Whew. Feeling something, man. I have a license. I feel like I gotta keep repeating myself for the ultra sensitives out there. I should blow it up on my wall. Post it. Some pancakes with this on top. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, pussycat. That does look tasty. So I'm going to tell you a story. My neighbors, they're nice people. You live on a block where everyone has a camera. And they know that I got arrested for domestic violence and, some type of shit. And one day I came home, and I think they came to wish me like happy holiday or something. But I had the chat on, and they were screaming back and forth. The volume's probably loud because iPhone knows if you're doing something or not. It'll sometimes turn the volume up way too loud. And now was one of those times. So I think these nice older couple across the street here, came to hope I was doing good, seeing, because that was a perfect opportunity. I'm never outside. And if they heard chat screaming back and forth, it probably brought them to the moment when I got arrested. So, I mean, that sucks, right? That is what their perception of me is. Maybe not. But I put that together in my head. And because I really never spoke to them ever, but I know they had to know. And then, here they are wishing me good times. And they get personally reinforced with how much I like to fight. And maybe I need anger management. Maybe I am one of those dudes that they should stay away from. Maybe if they see me with a shovel, that they should have their finger on 911. Maybe so. Maybe because, they believe. They believe, man. That is a real scenario that I get. I be feeling some type of way about, man. Like, what the F, bro? Cops are coming after me. Nah. Actually, I'm graduating probation, 2 years deferred sentence, doing hard time. I was convicted of breaking a plate that was already trash. I am. I did break the stuff that no one wanted to buy, and it was much easier to just throw it away than haul it off to the new place. And just happened to be the things that no one wanted, especially from around the area, that the tears, grabbing onto the dresser and the bottom fell out. And, breaking some type of picture frame that I don't see pins on the walls, pictures. The only holes I see are the ones I put there like a month ago. So like the whole thing was I had to go through like 6 months of like domestic violent classes. Does it look like I've ever been violent? I don't know, can you scroll back in my videos? Do you really have real proof? And it's like, nah. And it's the whole thing to me was another eye opener. Because again, a person who's supposed to give a damn about me puts me in that situation. And how many times they be effing up, maybe have broke something of mine, and then didn't cry about it and then call the cops. How many times I forgive, but then I be effing up one. Hey, I just be effing up. Hey, one fucking time, man. And then here I am for 2 years. So you can see, how my luck has gone traveling up to the place where I'm at now. I already got suspicious neighbors, bro. And thank God that there was that restraining order there, because I am such a forgiver. Thank God allowed me to have a break, and if it took me 2 years in jail to get it, thank God, man, because I love bomb. I'm a love bomber. I ain't gonna say, yo, you're bullshit. I'm not gonna say like you need help. I'll say it in the most respectful way, and it comes off to be like how perfect I am. But it's like, nah, man, just don't be mad at me because I know how to speak. It's like, don't be mad at a bro because I forgave. It's like, I was wondering what it was gonna be, because putting everyone behind bars was I could see it coming. Like, what was I gonna say? No, please don't come in my room. Please don't. And the drill. It's like, yeah. It's like, I'm glad, 2 years for peace, and finally, I'm coming up here instead of living in the dark. Finally, I'm making something of myself again. Finally, I'm getting out of that tragic situation. Cause I beat people, confirmed by pal talk, bro. That's the talk on the street for sure. And they're old people, so of course they talk with everyone, man. No, I ain't paranoid. I'm just saying, in some parallel universe, that is a way to look at it, isn't it? Isn't it? So should I be concerned about your parallel universe? Because the truth is, it's like, no, it ain't none of that. It's like, you caught me, my iPhone malfunctioned, and it turned it up all the way because it felt me taking it off the handle or holder. I was like, I didn't turn around fast enough. It's like, yeah, I know that. So again, you're right, our perceptions don't match up. And how easy it is to see something some type of way. And that was another confirmation for myself. Like, yeah, like, look what I got myself into. Because yeah, I kind of did. I did. If that was really happening. So I'm thinking about how can I avoid those from happening? How can I avoid, people telling me? Because I'm healing with a bad back. I ain't here with baseball bats. It's something all different, and that's what I've learned in life is no matter what I believe, I can't believe it. Picture yourself a tornado. Google online images of what a tornado looks like, and then put yourself at the bottom of that. Your simulation visually looks like that. Take away tornado, now fill in what you believe, what you like, who you're just all your what makes you. And I say that is your simulation. Because now duplicate that, put your friend's name at the bottom, erase a few, put in something else, compare it, duplicate that, and do an exercise with your friends. This will be fun. It'll bring y'all closer. But I'm just saying, you can look at it this way. It's not wrong to look at something a certain way just because you see it. Doesn't mean you have to believe it, but like, okay, right? It's okay to see there's more ways to get to 4. It's okay to walk the way I do with limps. It's okay, because I earned it, man. And I am fine. Oh yeah, we're talking about simulations. So when I see people, like when I see you, I see a simulation. I don't see butt hurt, triggered. I'm looking at the words that describe you. I'm not looking at person coming at me. I may have you as like danger. I may have you on the list as like avoid. I may have you on my own tornado list. Like agree and avoid. I may have, and we're all different, and that is why I work best with computers. I'm okay with broadcasting to you. We can talk it out in the comments. If you so feel I'm speaking to you, because I'm not, man, I'm just exercising my right to be whatever at the moment. Like, I'm Justin, Casper in Collarwood. I'm an actor, could be anyone, and I did. She at home, we give it 110. Sipping on my THCV. Reaching down deep within. Explain to me how you give in. Ooh. You know, maybe this is like the candies that aren't hard candies. They're just like in syrup form. I've had some candies and just a lot of y'all had candies, but just that's gotta be what it is. THC syrup, watermelon syrup infused with medical marijuana, 1,000 milligrams. Because those suckers are what, 100 milligrams? So this is without, it's just syrup form. This is like $50. Like 43 or so, I don't know what it was. So yeah, this is a new product because I do have back issues. Like you can see it, how it helps, folks. I'm not jumping off of buildings. I think it's snowing outside. I'm gonna close my blinds. I got lights. Don't want to cause a concern for my neighbors. But we just have this much to go. And we may have enough for more. I'm not sure. Let me close these blinds. It is snowing outside. And it's at 64. Shit's super cold, man. Oh, we have it unplugged. Shit, man. Feeling nice. Wow, with it. Thought about, wouldn't it be neat if we could get another line? If you want to see what this looks like, there's a video down below. Pretty dope, yeah? We got sound activating. Might turn up just a bit, but y'all seen it. I don't need to show it off again. amazed that whole day worked. But it was actually a setting on my cam. I had the audio turned off. So yeah. Wasn't really a mistake in the wiring or anything. Thank God. So I'll have a multi-cam system with a head cam. And that shit'll be neat, wouldn't it? Then you can get the full effect of all of this. You'll have a cam in the studio, maybe when I walk back and forth, you know, just to give you that effect. Trying out positions here with other cams I have. But this is the gaming chair. There's like a fingerprint authentication to let the door open, and I'm gonna move everything except for the speakers in that rack. I did clean up a lot of downstairs. So, like when we do these, I could just go up and start do wiring, you know. Because we got this cam system. And you know, it'll be one of a kind. Live broadcast I'm gonna bring you guys. Show you how I make music. And it's gonna be through head cam technology. Except, you know, when I'm in the studio and I want it to be, and I just flip a switch, and then you can hear me. I might put a mic here. I might wear a mic as well. Why not? So wherever I'm at, yo, it's and then when I game, my head cam will be the game. My head cam will be the game with, you know, the same boxes. Shit. Oh. man. Watch me grow. You're gonna see my vision. The reality real soon. So make sure you subscribe underneath so you can follow what I'm doing here in the studio. And finally this week I'm feeling it's starting yesterday, like full fold, much better. I must have been moving, all that stuff. It had to be. Because there's nothing I did, I did my part in the job. I still went to sleep feeling unbroke. But then I'd be waking up, feeling some type of way. So I just got through my last epi. And this episode, last epi. My nose is running, I'm not crying. I'm feeling good, man. So I'm trying this stuff out. It's something brand new that they have, but it's hard to get stuck on the product because they do change. It's like finally I did it. Kicked off the joint smoking, Holmes. And then in 6 months, just that's how it is in the weed world. I never thought I'd be doing it. Add this onto my list. But when I was young, I heard them talk about it. People sipping syrup. I never knew what that was, but now I know, man. She was sipping syrup, bro. Now I know, man. Now I'm doing it. Now I'm sipping syrup. So this is like eating one of those canned candies. If you could eat it instead of chew it, this is... Ugh. Ugh. Notice the joke. But that's an air compressor. Not a vacuum.
Nigga, shut up, nigga. I'm talking to this woman, nigga. You see she's smiling while eating chocolate, and you mad as shit. Cause you don't get that reaction. You don't get no women on camp smiling at you eating chocolate, nigga. Yeah, really. You think that's attractive? She gonna be shit. Yeah, nigga. Chopped it out. Yeah, see, that's what you worried about. You worried about her shit and stuff. Nah, what we gonna talk about?
Bro.